2005 28-foot Keystone Cougar with a big rear living room and super slide just came in here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. I just saw this come in, so I grabbed my camera, ran straight out. I have not spoken with the salesman that took it on trade, but from experience I have a couple pretty educated guesses. First of all, this has been well taken care of. I know that because the stickers that they had used during this period down at Cougar have been known to peel when exposed to the sun over several years. These are in fantastic shape, meaning these folks kept it likely undercover whenever it was not in use. I see smart things like the little fifth wheel lubricating disc on here that tells me these are folks that like to take care of their possessions and protect their investment. And the fact that we have a like a lot number here indicates that this has probably spent most of its time parked and not towed and bounced down the road, so it doesn't have that usual high mile towing abuse that you can so often run into. I mentioned rear living room and super slide. The biggest chunk of this floor plan is the living space in the back. The bedroom, however, has a split bed and bath, which actually makes it feel quite large inside. I see a lot of good preventative things, like I mentioned, the fifth wheel disc. There is a Max Air roof cover. You can kind of see the tip of it sticking up there. So again, they were taking the measures they needed to make this not only functional day to day, but over the long term. And the skin is clean. It's obviously been very well taken care of. The interior looks all but brand new. This has a slide out rear bike rack bumper, and they had even welded on a little class 3 adapter there, so if you want to put a little cargo tray of your own or anything extra on that, this is a good rig to do it. One more thing I wanted to show you is this has a very generously sized pass-through storage compartment. You see, first of all, just how wide this door is. So when you have big things like folding chairs that don't normally go into these storage areas very easily, you won't have that problem here. Another thing too is you can see all the aluminum framework in here. This is a laminated sidewall product, a lot of aluminum framing being used. In areas where it's high stress, they'll double up on that to give you twice as much overall strength. And again, preventative measures like the little mud dauber screens. These are the things you need to look for. You can buy with confidence knowing that the guy didn't have one of those little mud wasp nests up inside of his furnace and his water heater, causing his unit to be potential health and safety hazard, really. Let me hop up here on the stairs to give you a nice view of the living room. Really nice light colors in here, and with the rear living room, naturally, lots and lots of windows. So even during the day, if you're dry camping, this is a great model because you don't need to burn up all your battery power just to power the light bulbs. Central air and central heat. This does have the Cougar Polar package, meaning the underbelly is enclosed for you. One thing I do like is that they maintained all of the storage cabinetry up here on the roof of the slide out. Every ounce of storage is really important, especially in a rear living room like this that traditionally does not have a great deal of storage. I think this was primarily used by one person, and I judge that based solely on the fact that there was only one chair in the back and not a pair. So they probably just enjoyed having more space. But one cool thing is that what this exposed, and I wasn't aware of before, handy little things like power outlet back here. This is the perfect spot to just have a phone charger or laptop charger or anything like that. Spinning us around here, we do have big pots and pans drawer down here. Now notice that you have linoleum floor from the entryway up to the bathroom area. That is really going to cut down on the dirt you track through your camper and make it extremely easy to clean in here. The wraparound kitchen cabinetry here also is extremely maximal in how much storage space you get overall, because that is enormous up there. And it's accessible from both sides, so it's easy to get to. Actually, this is a really good area to show you too, the cabinetry. You see these little guys right here, these little black slats? This is called pocket screws. The vertical board right here is screwed down into the board below it. It's not stapled, it's not glued. It's actually screwed just like the construction you would want and expect in your own home. This was built before flat screens were super common. So to kind of compensate for that, previous owner had just kind of put this little crossboard here so that he could mount a flat screen on it, and did a very nice job of it. I had to look at it twice before I realized what took place. I'm sitting here thinking, why did they leave all that empty space back here? Well, they didn't. He created that, and even left open a giant shelf down here for things like DVD players and stereos. Did, again, a very, very good job of doing it. Now, the pantry here is something I thought was really cool. One, it's extremely wide. This is huge. But two, it has a pair of these little pull-out drawers to just give you massive amounts of storage and extremely easy access to it. Now, for privacy, we do have a sliding pocket door to close off the living area from the bathroom, and that is a true pocket door. You see that it is hidden away when not in use. As we step up here, quick thing to point out, previous owner had put in a residential, his own personal mattress in here, so when he traded it in, he opted to keep that. So at the time of this filming, we have not replaced it. We might do that, we might not, I'm not sure. It's a good question to maybe have on your notepad when you call to learn a little bit more about this one. The cool thing up here in the bedroom is not only do you have tons of floor space to walk around and get dressed, because that's something that makes me laugh about a lot of fifth wheels. You have to get dressed in the living room. There's no room in a lot of these up in the bedroom to actually get dressed. You don't run into that problem here, and that's because it has this split bath setup. It keeps it, more open, more comfortable, more airy, and has more light coming in here. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I don't like those small little toilets, or you can't sit in there. Well, I'm 6'3", I'm 200 some pounds, I got plenty of room. So just to give you an idea, it might look a little funny, and it does feel a little silly to demonstrate that way for you, but so that you know, a grown adult person can actually use this and use it comfortably. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Happy camping.